원어민이 회사에서 매일 쓰는 영어 표현 모음입니다. 핵심 표현들로 구성되어 있으니 익숙해질 때까지 반복해서 들어주세요. 지금 시작합니다.
일이 너무 많아서 정신이 없어.
I am slammed with work. I am slammed with work.
지금은 너무 바빠.
I'm tied up at the moment. I'm tied up at the moment.
내가 없었다면 이 일을 해낼 수 없었을 거야.
I couldn't have done this without you. I couldn't have done this without you.
더 좋은 계획을 생각해 볼게요.
I'll come up with a better plan. I'll come up with a better plan.
제가 팀을 구성하고 있어요.
I am putting together a team. I am putting together a team.
프레젠테이션을 준비해 주시겠어요?
Can you put together a presentation?
내일 괜찮아?
Does tomorrow work for you? Does tomorrow work for you?
계속 보고해 드릴게요.
I will keep you posted. I will keep you posted.
회의 시간을 앞당길 수 있을까요?
Can you move up the meeting? Can you move up the meeting?
회의를 1시간 미룰 수 있을까요?
Can we push the meeting back an hour? Can we push the meeting back an hour?
다음으로 넘어가죠.
Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one.
그 아이디어를 이메일로 보내주시겠습니까?
Email me that idea, will you? Email me that idea, will you?
이메일로 직접 보내주세요.
Just email it to me directly. Just email it to me directly.
내 모든 메일에 그도 참조해 넣어주세요.
CC him on all my emails. CC him on all my emails.
PDF를 만들어 이메일로 보내주세요. 조지도 참조해 넣어주시고요.
Make a PDF, email it to me, and CC George. Make a PDF, email it to me, and CC George.
존에게 전달했습니다.
I forwarded it to John. I forwarded it to John.
누가 찾아오셨습니다.
There is someone here who'd like to see you. There is someone here who'd like to see you.
제가 지금 뭘 좀 하던 중입니다.
I'm sort of in the middle of something. I'm sort of in the middle of something.
실례지만 이 전화 좀 받을게요.
Excuse me, I have to take this phone call. Excuse me, I have to take this phone call.
문을 열어둘까요? 닫을까요?
You want the door open or closed? You want the door open or closed?
이것에 대해 어떻게 생각해, 에밀리?
What's your take on this, Emily? What's your take on this, Emily?
어떻게 그런 생각을 해냈나요?
How'd you come up with that idea? How'd you come up with that idea?
예를 좀 들어주시겠어요?
Can you give us an example? Can you give us an example?
좀 더 자세히 설명해 주시겠습니까?
Would you care to elaborate on that? Would you care to elaborate on that?
내가 하던 얘기로 다시 돌아가자.
Let's go back to what you were saying before. Let's go back to what you were saying before.
시간이 없으니 이것에 대해선 간략히 말씀드릴게요.
We're short on time, so I will brief on this. We're short on time, so I will brief on this.
시간이 없으니 이것들은 빠르게 다루고 넘어갈게요.
I am going to go through them very quickly since we're short on time. I am going to go through them very quickly since we're short on time.
마지막으로 공유하고 싶은 생각이 있으신가요?
Are there any final thoughts you'd like to share? Are there any final thoughts you'd like to share?
오늘은 여기까지 하죠.
That's it for today. That's it for today.
오늘은 이만 마무리하죠.
Well, I say we call it a day.
내일 이어서 합시다.
Let's pick this up tomorrow. Let's pick this up tomorrow.
뭐 하고 있어?
What are you working on? What are you working on?
디자인은 어떻게 돼가고 있나요?
How's your design coming along? How's your design coming along?
조사는 어떻게 돼가?
How's your research coming along? How's your research coming along?
상사랑 어떻게 됐어?
How did it go with your boss? How did it go with your boss?
이거 10부 복사해 주시겠어요?
Can you make 10 copies of this for me? Can you make 10 copies of this for me?
알겠습니다.
On it. On it.
우리는 일정보다 늦어진 상태입니다.
We're behind schedule. We're behind schedule.
제가 할 수 있는 일이 뭔지 볼게요.
I will see what I can do. I will see what I can do.
제가 리스트 작업할게요.
I will put together a list. I will put together a list.
제가 제안서 초안 작성할게요.
I will draft a proposal. I will draft a proposal.
캐리가 서신 초안 작업하게 할게요.
I will have Carrie draft a letter. I will have Carrie draft a letter.
제가 미팅 잡을게요.
I will set up the meeting. I will set up the meeting.
제 비서가 준비하게 할게요.
I will have my secretary set it up. I will have my secretary set it up.
브라이언이 처리하게 할게.
I will have Brian take care of it. I will have Brian take care of it.
회사로 돌아가 봐야 해.
I've got to get back to the office. I've got to get back to the office.
나 5분 후에 컨퍼런스 콜이 있어.
I have a conference call in 5 minutes. I have a conference call in 5 minutes.
이것들 결제해 주셔야 해요.
I need you to sign off on these. I need you to sign off on these.
그것에 관해서 얘기 더 나누고 싶은데 나중에 커피 한 잔 하면서 할까요?
I'd love to talk more about it maybe over some coffee later. I'd love to talk more about it maybe over some coffee later.
그것들에 관해선 점심 먹으면서 논의하죠.
Let's discuss them over lunch. Let's discuss them over lunch.
앨리스 들어왔나요? 제가 초대 보냈는데요.
Is Alice here? I sent her an invite. Is Alice here? I sent her an invite.
회의에 참석해줘서 고마워요.
Thank you for joining the call. Thank you for joining the call.
회의에 더 참석할 사람이 있나요?
Is anyone else joining the call? Is anyone else joining the call?
다음 회의는 언제인가요?
When's our next call?
제 화면을 공유할게요.
I will share my screen. I will share my screen. Let me get my screen share up. Let me get my screen share up.
발표를 준비했습니다.
I've prepared a presentation. I've prepared a presentation.
지금 각자의 화면에서 볼 수 있으실 겁니다.
You should be able to see it on your screen right now. You should be able to see it on your screen right now.
소리가 울리네요.
The voices are echoing. The voices are echoing.
주변 소음이 많이 있는 것 같습니다.
There seems to be a lot of background noise. There seems to be a lot of background noise.
향후 참고를 위해 이 회의를 녹화해 주세요.
Please record this meeting for the future reference. Please record this meeting for the future reference.
타일럿이 또 튕겨서 나간 건가요?
Did we lose Tyler again? Did we lose Tyler again?
목소리가 끊겨서 들려요. 다시 말씀해 주시겠어요?
You're breaking up. Can you repeat that? You're breaking up. Can you repeat that?
그의 화면이 멈춘 것 같아요.
I think he's frozen. I think he's frozen.
제 목소리가 아직도 끊겨 들리나요?
Am I still breaking up? Am I still breaking up?
1분 동안 연결이 안 됐어요.
I lost you for a minute. I lost you for a minute.
마이크를 무음으로 해주실래요?
Can you go on mute? Can you go on mute? Can you put yourself on mute? Can you put yourself on mute?
무음을 해제해 주시겠어요?
Could you unmute yourself? Could you unmute yourself?
무음 상태이신 것 같아요.
I think you're on mute. I think you're on mute.
다른 회의에 참석해야 합니다.
I need to jump on another call. I need to jump on another call.
채팅창에 링크를 공유할게요.
I am sharing that link in the chat box. I am sharing that link in the chat box.
질문이 있으시면 언제든 채팅창에 입력하세요.
Feel free to type your question in the chat box. Feel free to type your question in the chat box.
아직 로딩 중입니다.
It's still loading. It's still loading.
회의가 진행되는 동안 화면을 켜두시기 바랍니다.
We encourage you to leave your video on during the meeting. We encourage you to leave your video on during the meeting.
잠시 개입해도 될까요?
Can I jump in here for a second? Can I jump in here for a second?
진행 중 할 말 있으시면 편히 말씀해 주세요.
Feel free to chime in as we move along. Feel free to chime in as we move along.
이 부분에서 제가 한마디 해도 될까요?
Can I chime in here? Can I chime in here?
뻔한 일부터 정리하고 넘어가죠.
Let me get the obvious out of the way first. Let me get the obvious out of the way first.
한 발 물러나서 이 상황을 재평가해 봅시다.
Let's take a step back and reevaluate this situation. Let's take a step back and reevaluate this situation.
5월 중으로 목표하고 있어요.
We're aiming for sometime in May. We're aiming for sometime in May.
외람된 말씀이지만 이것은 옳지 않다고 생각합니다.
With all due respect, this doesn't feel right. With all due respect, this doesn't feel right.
첨부된 파일을 참고해 주세요.
Please find the attached file. Please find the attached file.
그 점에 대해 더 알아봤어?
Did you follow up on that? Did you follow up on that?
메모해 둘게요.
I will make a note of it. I will make a note of it.
걱정 마세요. 제가 내일 출근하자마자 책상 위에 준비해 놓을게요.
Don't worry, I will have it on your desk first thing in the morning. Don't worry, I will have it on your desk first thing in the morning.
물론이죠. 내일 출근하자마자 갖다 드릴게요.
Of course, I will drop it off tomorrow. Of course, I will drop it off tomorrow.
월요일 좋습니다.
Monday sounds great. Monday sounds great.
오늘 오후는 좀 힘들 것 같네요.
I'm afraid this afternoon doesn't work for me.
월요일 밤 괜찮아요.
I can do Monday night. I can do Monday night.
혹시 지금 바쁘신데 전화 드렸나요?
Did I catch you at a bad time? Did I catch you at a bad time?
때마침 만나서 다행이에요. 혹시 잠깐 시간 되세요?
I am glad I caught you. Do you have a minute? I am glad I caught you. Do you have a minute?
오늘 중으로 필요합니다.
I need it by the end of the day. I need it by the end of the day.
일하는데 방해해서 미안해요.
Sorry to interrupt your work. Sorry to interrupt your work.
가능한 한 빨리 답장을 줄 수 있나요?
Can you get back to me as soon as you can? Can you get back to me as soon as you can?
제가 알아보고 다시 연락드릴게요.
I will look into it and get back to you. I will look into it and get back to you.
연락 기다리겠습니다.
I look forward to your call. I look forward to your call.
한마디만 해도 될까요?
Can I add one thing? Can I add one thing?
혹시 더 추가하고 싶은 말이 있으신가요?
Is there anything you'd like to add? Is there anything you'd like to add?
아니요, 지금은 없습니다.
No, I have nothing to add at this point. No, I have nothing to add at this point.
검토해야 할 문제점이 몇 가지 있습니다.
There are several issues on the table. There are several issues on the table.
지금으로서는 그것은 논외로 하죠.
Let's take that off the table for now. Let's take that off the table for now.
그래서 나한테 돌아오는 게 뭐야?
What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
수고 많으셨습니다. 꼭 반복해서 듣고 익혀주세요. 구독과 좋아요는 사랑입니다.